If you've been following along, you've heard me talk a lot about purpose, defining your why, leading with intention, and shaping the experience people have under your leadership. Today, we're taking the next step because once you know your why, the question becomes, how do you help your team find theirs? And that brings us to this video's theme, coaching for performance versus managing for compliance. One of the biggest challenges leaders face, especially new leaders, is breaking out of a compliance mindset. Most organizations unintentionally train leaders to focus on rules, checklists, metrics, tasks, making sure people do what they're supposed to do. That's managing for compliance. But high-performance teams don't grow from compliance. They grow from coaching. And there is a massive difference between the two. When you manage for compliance, you might get movement, but you won't get momentum. Compliance gets people to show up. Coaching helps people to step up. Compliance makes people avoid mistakes. Coaching helps them build strengths. Compliance is about control. Coaching is about commitment. And if you want to build a team that performs at a high level, especially when pressure hits, commitment always beats control. Jeb Blount said something simple but powerful in his book, People Follow You. People follow the leader first, and the leader's vision second. He tells a story about a manager who ran his team with rigid rules, tight schedule, strict reporting, and zero flexibility. People complied, but they didn't trust him. They didn't go the extra mile. They didn't grow. Contrast that with another leader who focused on coaching. He still held people accountable, but he understood them. He asked questions. He listened. He invested his time in developing their strengths. And guess whose team performed better? Not the manager with the ironclad rules. It was the leader who coached because his team wasn't following a rule book. They were following a person. People follow the experience of being led by you. That's Jeb's point, and it's the foundation for why coaching matters. Coaching starts with believing something that compliance-based leaders struggle with. People don't improve because you enforce a rule. They improve because you help them discover something in themselves. Coaching is about curiosity. It's about asking questions like, what's getting in your way? What do you want to get better at? What feels unclear or overwhelming right now? Where do you feel the most confident? Where do you feel stuck? Most leaders assume they know the answers. Coaches ask. You've heard me share moments from my leadership journey. Here's one that stands out, and it taught me the power of coaching the hard way. Years ago, I had a team where performance started slipping. My instinct? Tighten controls, more check-ins, more monitoring, more pushing. And you know what happened? Nothing improved. If anything, energy dropped even lower. One day, one of my employees said something that woke me up. Art, I know what the expectations are, but I don't feel like I'm getting better at anything. I just feel like I'm trying not to mess up. That hit me. I wasn't leading. I was managing compliance. So I shifted. I started coaching real conversations about strengths, frustrations, goals, and roadblocks. And within weeks, performance turned around, not because the rules changed, because the relationship changed. Here's the coaching framework I still use today. It's practical, simple, and it fits the theme we've been building since the first week I started this. Number one, start with their why. What drives them? What kind of work lights them up? What part of the job feels most meaningful? Everything changes when you understand this. Number two, focus on strengths first. Great coaches help people get even better at what they already do well. It builds confidence fast. Number three, train skills. Don't police behavior. Compliance leaders correct. Coaching leaders develop. Number four, co-create growth plans. Don't hand people a plan. Build it with them. Number 5, hold compassionate accountability. You can have standards without being rigid. You can coach without being soft. When you coach, you create stronger trust, deeper engagement, more ownership, faster improvement, and better long-term performance. And here's the big one. People start leading themselves. That's when your team becomes unstoppable. So let's connect this back to our earlier videos, defining your why and helping your team define theirs. Coaching is what turns purpose into performance. Managing for compliance, that keeps people in the box. Coaching for performance, that opens the box, builds the person, and elevates the entire team. Jeb Blount said, people follow you first. And he's right. People don't follow your title. They don't follow your rules. They don't follow your checklist. They follow how you make them feel about their potential. They follow the leader who helps them grow. They follow the leader who coaches. So as you move into this week, ask yourself one question. Am I managing for compliance or am I coaching for performance? Your team already knows the answer. Now it's your turn to lead like it. Lead with purpose, build strong communities, and as always, make it a great day.